Leonard always allowed me to remember the good old days. Leonard played defense. He did a lot of excellent things as far as football-wise on the field, but what he did was old school. When he brought out that snub-nosed boot that he called a shoe, and he would kick field goals from anywhere and everywhere. Leonard Doyle reminded me of old school football, and he was an excellent young man and still is to this day, so I give him a lot of credit for that.
Leonard Doyle played wide receiver, slot, running back, filled in with quarterback, defensive end, safety, punted, kicked, pretty much whatever was needed, or if we needed someone to fill a spot. Teams I played for, Hagerstown Floors, Quality T-shirts, Glenn's, Hannigan's Outlaws.
Great kicker. Yep, great kicker. Had a funny shoe, brought that square-toed shoe out and kick them from 40, 50 yards.
He had that square-toed shoe, buddy, and when he put that on, he got the distance.
I think we might have been on like our own 35 or 40 yard line. It was something like a 65 yard, or I don't know, maybe a 70 yard kick.
And George Stone over there rambling and rattling, and saying, "Have a nice day, see you later."
And when I come out on the field, everybody laughed. And I can remember George in particular. He was laughing. If he makes that kick, we'll put him in the NFL. But I'll tell you what.
He thumped that ball. And he made it far enough, but it was just wide right.
When the ball went up in the air, there was silence in the field.
I don't know whether he ever apologized to Skin or not. I don't know.
I think the last team we were was Hannigan's Outlaws, and that's pretty much what it was. It was a bunch of outlaws and characters on that team. And like I say, we would leave the houses 7 o'clock in the morning to go play football, and sometimes we would wake up the next morning and still have our uniforms on. I mean, that's the way it was. And I can remember quite a few teams. After the games were over, we would go to each other's taverns or sponsors, and we congratulate each other, and and it was a lot of camaraderie there. I mean, it was hard. It was competition out there, but then we kind of appreciated each other also.
Skin was like my right-hand man. It was almost like I bounced everything off of Skin, and he would always say I'd lead him safe. I remember he'd say that all the time, because he would go across the middle and catch the ball, and a lot of guys won't do that, but Leonard would. Leonard, he was pretty much Mr. Everything for us. I think there wasn't a position on our team that he didn't play. I know he played defensive line, quarterback, running back. He might even play some offensive line along the way, I'm not sure.
He moved back and forth, on offense and defense. And once he got over there on defense, I think it helped him, learn more about the offense, because he knew where the defense was going. And he would call out sometimes, even before Mike would see it.
In this league, most of the quarterbacks, you know where they're going to be at. They're going to be back in the pocket. They didn't run or anything. And Mike, for years, never ran the ball. Well, I think we might have been playing Ron's Deli, and we were maybe on a 3-yard line or whatever, and Mike decided to run. And Mike ran. I think he scored a touchdown, but in the process, he broke his leg, and he was done for the year. So I filled in, and I tried my hardest to play that position, but I couldn't slow that game down enough for me to play that position.
He would do anything. He was a kicker. I think he even punted a couple times, and he quarterbacked when I got hurt. And matter of fact, a lot of guys said, well, just leave him back there. So probably should have.
I think I'd like to thank Mike Huffman. I mean, I was with Mike a lot of years, and not only on the football field, we worked together. And I got to give Mike all the credit. I don't think anyone else could have coached this characters that was on our team. I guess one thing I should give my wife, Patty, all the credit for letting me play all them years. She put up with a lot. Probably a lot of wives wouldn't have put up with what she did. So I want to thank her for letting me play, and I'll be paying this debt off for the rest of my life.